Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. Today in this session we'll discuss omission of prepositions. We have already learned prepositions. Now in this session we'll discuss the sentences or the places where we cannot apply or use prepositions. So let's begin with the session. We will do some questions based on prepositions in this session as well. Now let us begin with the session. First, with duration of time. Now, there are several places in which whenever a time is given over there, we do not use preposition. How? If any word like next, last, today, tomorrow, yesterday, this, that, every, time, etc. Or if there is a time and before the word time, before this particular, if we are given a time and before time, we have given any of these words like last, next, today, tomorrow, yesterday, this, that, every, etc. We do not use any preposition with that. For example, I saw Mr. Dikshit on last Monday near my office. Now, if I say last Monday, that particularly states that I am talking about last Sunday only. Therefore, we need not write a preposition on over here. So the correct sentence will be, I saw Mr. Dikshit last Monday near my office. The next sentence, profit will increase this year. So we need not write any preposition like in over here. So the correct sentence will be, profit will increase this year. Next sentence, Ramesh will return to India next month. Now Ramesh will return to India next month. The sentence is absolutely correct. We need not write India in next month. That is incorrect. Well, the next is, we do not use preposition with. Now, if phrases are written like last or next week, last or next month, last or next year, or it is written last or next Monday, last or next morning, afternoon, every morning, every night, evening, weeks, this week, next day, this summer, this morning, this afternoon, that winter, the day after, tomorrow, etc. With all these words or phrases, we do not use preposition. For example, I cannot say in every evening. This is incorrect. I should write every evening. I go for a walk. Every morning. She goes to do yoga. Now, every morning she goes to yoga. So the sentence is absolutely correct. We cannot write in every morning or on every morning. That is incorrect. So with all of these words, we do not use any preposition before these words actually. Now, there are several sentences like or some phrases. We can see these two phrases. On next Tuesday, this is incorrect. But if it is written on Tuesday next, that will be correct. Because here we are not using the word with next. Here we are using the word on Tuesday. That is next. On Tuesday next. Do not use prepositions with today, tomorrow, or yesterday. If we have three words, today, tomorrow, or yesterday, we do not use preposition before any of these words. Radha promised to come on today. Now, she has promised to come today, not on today. So, on should be omitted from this place. So, the correct sentence will be Radha promised to come today. Now this sentence will be correct. Yash met him yesterday. This sentence is absolutely correct. Now the next rule is, do not use prepositions with today, tomorrow, or yesterday. Now if we have three words like today, tomorrow, or yesterday, we do not use any preposition with any of these words or before any of these words. For example, Radha promised to come on today. Now, she has promised to come today, not on today. Today is actually a particular day. We need not write any preposition before it. So, on is incorrect over here. We can write the sentence Radha promised to come today. Now, this sentence will be correct. The next sentence, Yash met him yesterday, is absolutely correct. Now, the next rule. This is very, very important. If we have some words, come, go, arrive, get, sent, take, bring. Following a word home. Now, this one is very, very important. If a word home is preceded by any of these words like come, go, arrive, get, sent, take, bring, we do not use any prepositions between these two words. We do not use any preposition between these two words. For example, come home, not come at home. I can say go home, not go to home. They go home every Sunday. This one is correct. Send her home. Absolutely correct. Father comes home at 6 p.m. Absolutely correct. Now, if a possessive case comes in between, for example, I am going to Ravi's home or his home, these two sentences are correct because here we have used a possessive case in between. Therefore, preposition will come. But if we have a word home immediately after this word, after any of these words, we do not use any preposition in between. This is very, very important for spoken as well. With transitive verbs, again, very, very important. We know well that verbs that do need or that do require objects are known as transitive verbs. So, transitive verbs are the verbs which are necessarily followed by an object. There must be an object always after the transitive verbs. These verbs are known as transitive verbs. And now, when we know that after transitive verb we should have an object, there must not be any preposition come in between. For example, if I say ask, enter, discuss, reach, attack, describe, answer, approach, resemble, explain, marry, order, ridicule, advise, tell, comprise, eschew, investigate, climb, invade, pervade, etc., they are always followed by an object. So we do not use any preposition in between. Now this case is very, very important from the point of view of your exams. Now if I say enter into the room, this is incorrect. We do not use into. Enter the room. Enter basically means to get inside. Therefore, there is no need of a preposition. So enter the room, not enter into the room. That is incorrect. Let us see some sentences. Rehan asked them a question. So the sentence is correct. She entered the room. Correct. She answered all the questions correctly. Correct. She answered all the questions. The robber attacked on him last night. Now, he has attacked. Whom did he attack? He attacked him. So there is no preposition required. So the correct sentence will be the robber attacked him last night, not attacked on. Because attacked simply means to struck someone, to strike someone, to beat someone, anything. So on preposition is not required over here. Now she is going abroad next year. Now this one is again very important. Whenever we have a word abroad, we do not use any preposition before it. Because abroad means out of a country, out of India. It can be anywhere, whether in Nepal, whether in America, whether to Australia, anywhere. Abroad is not a particular destination which is defined. Therefore, abroad can be anywhere. It is not a particular destination. Therefore, we do not use any preposition before the word abroad. But if I say I'm going to America, so this word America, it is a particular place, it is a destination which is defined. There I can use to. But before abroad, we should not use any preposition. So she is going abroad, not going to abroad. The sentence is absolutely correct. Now, if I say Ravi went to abroad last year, is this sentence correct? No, because year 2 is not required. Wait a minute. This is again correct. Now, sometimes we say wait for a minute. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Why so? Because we are not waiting for the person minute. In fact, we are waiting a minute. We are waiting for the time duration, that is only 1 minute. We are not waiting for the thing or the person minute. Minute is not a person whom we are waiting for. We are just waiting for some particular time. We are at the pause for some time. That means it should be wait a minute, not wait for a minute. Now let us move to the next rule. Preposition cannot be omitted when 2 or more words require different prepositions. Now this one is again very, very important rule. If 2 or more words require different prepositions, for example, some verbs are there after which we need some preposition definitely. For example, listen to, different from. There are some adjectives as well which require their preposition to be after those words. So if we have 2 words or 2 antecedents, it means words on both the sides of conjunction and. We need to write that particular preposition with those words which they need. They cannot be omitted. For example, Ravi is senior and taller than Mohit. We know well that taller can be followed by than. But we know well, we have also learnt in adjectives that senior is always followed by preposition to. So it is incomplete without this to. Otherwise, it will be in a meaning like senior than Mohit, which is incorrect. So the correct sentence is Ravi is senior to and taller than Mohit. Now this sentence is correct. Now let us see one more sentence. Her sister is different and more beautiful than her. Now more beautiful can be followed by than, but we know well that different is always followed by preposition from. Therefore, the correct sentence should be her sister is different from and more beautiful than her sister. Now the sentence becomes correct. So this we should keep in mind. Prepositions are not used with some adverbs such as here, there, everywhere, outside, inside. With any of these adverbs, we do not use adverbs. Come inside. This is correct. We cannot say come to inside because inside means something which is in the room or inside something, inside some space. So we cannot say come to inside. In fact, come inside is absolutely correct. He went outside for some time. again this sentence is correct. We cannot say he went to outside. That will be incorrect. Now, God is everywhere. God is in everywhere. That is incorrect. Now let us do some spotting errors based on prepositions. So the first sentence is, despite of our good contacts, we could not get tickets for our friends. Now we have a word despite. It is a preposition. One more preposition is there, in spite or in spite. We have one more preposition, that is notwithstanding. All these three prepositions means the same, that is regardless of something. Of something. Or they are used when something is regardless, or in form of even though. It is used to show, or it is used to show the meaning of even though, regardless, although, though, which is whatever happens, that doesn't matter. For example, despite of working hard, he failed. So there we can use despite. Now this word in spite is always followed by a preposition of, whereas despite cannot be followed by a preposition of. So this is the difference between despite and in spite. The despite is not followed by a preposition of, whereas in spite is always followed by a preposition of. In this case, in this sentence, we have a preposition of after the word despite, which is incorrect. We can use in spite of, or we can use despite. So here the correct answer will be A, because this part A contains the error. Now what is the correct sentence? Despite our good contacts, we could not get tickets for our friends. Though we have good contacts, we could not get tickets for our friends. Now in the next sentence, we have a sentence, last week I told Shanky to come in time, but he still comes late every day. Now last week is correct because there is no preposition before it. I told Shanky to come in time. It means we have told him to come by the end of the time. So here in should be replaced with on time. So here answer should be B. That is, in should be replaced with on. I went to see the coal mines in Asansol in last summer. Now we know well, when there it is written last summer, we should not use any preposition. So our answer should be C. That C part contains the error. I went to see the coal mines in Asansol last summer. So now in this sentence, we don't discuss about the case in his presence. Now discuss is a transitive verb. It should not be followed by a preposition. We don't discuss the case in his presence. So your answer is B. That is, B part contains the error. Now let us move to the next question. Dhananjay and Soni were sleeping in their bedroom when a thief entered into his house and took away many things. Now again, entered is to come inside, and it is a transitive verb. It should not be followed by a preposition. Therefore, our answer should be C. That C part contains the error. That Brutus, who was his trusted friend, had attacked on him, caused heartbreak to Julius Caesar. Again, here we have a preposition attacked. Again, here we have a verb attacked. It is a transitive verb. It should not be followed by a preposition on. So answer should be B. That B part contains the error. The actor who arrived on only 10 minutes before the actress left before the event ended. Now the actor who arrived is actually a transitive verb. It should not be followed by a preposition. It needs no preposition. The actor who arrived only 10 minutes before the actress left before the event ended. Now on is not needed over here. Rakesh Anger asked his son to tell him what had happened to the food and drinks kept in the fridge. Now, this sentence is very simple, but it is not of preposition. Basically, it should be Rakesh angrily asked his son. So, answer should be A. That A part contains the error. The code says for anyone who is interested in learning about computers. So, one who is interested in learning computers, not about. So again, learning is a transitive verb. About is not needed over here. So our answer should be C, that remove about. So C part contains the error. Arjun was not selected for the post in spite his hard work. Now we know well that in spite is always followed by a preposition of. Or we can use despite. So error is in part C. Answer is C. That part contains error. We can either write in spite of or despite in its place. So these were some spotting errors based on prepositions, and also we have learnt many concepts of omissions that where we cannot use prepositions. So I hope this session is very helpful for you all. Thank you very much.